Let's talk about the different cybersecurity career paths that you can take. And this is just to demonstrate the diversity in career paths in cybersecurity. This is not to say that it's limited to even these 10. Um, and also, it's something that is intertwined as well. You might not find a role that, you might find different roles that have a particular job title, but they don't really fit into one category. They might fit into multiple categories, so it's very diverse, and the only way really to know the real scope of cybersecurity roles is by going on LinkedIn, going on job boards, and searching for roles. You'll see all the different titles, all the different job descriptions, and you'll see the kind of skills that organizations are looking for. So, cybersecurity, as I said, there are different career opportunities, and we'll focus on 10. And each of these parts come with different responsibilities, different pros and cons, and different challenges that you might face. So the first one I'll talk about is the startup CEO. Because I'm a startup founder myself, I can actually speak um, to this from my own experience. And a startup CEO leads their own cybersecurity venture, and you kind of develop solutions for cybersecurity threats, solutions for whether it's businesses or individuals. And yeah, it can be very challenging, because early on you might not have very good funding. You have to do business development. You might have to manage a team at some point as well. But it's very very rewarding because you are doing new things. You set your own direction. You set the vision and the pace of where the organization goes to. And above all, I think it's a learning experience. You always learn new things because, or you have to be the driving force of the organization. Um, Journalists is also another one. Journalists report on incidents and security news, and they kind of promote awareness and highlight challenges in the field. So, if you're a journalist trying to get into cybersecurity, maybe the best way is to, well, become a cybersecurity journalist. We also have infosec pundits. These are people that usually have lots of experience in the industry, and they share their insights through writing and speaking. They also contribute to public awareness and discussions in cybersecurity. As the ethical hacker, ethical hackers identify and exploit vulnerabilities and weaknesses um, in different systems. And this can come in form of penetration testers or red teamers or even bug bounty hunters. There's the lawyer. Um, Cybersecurity lawyers are very important because they tend to have a good understanding of data protection and privacy regulations. They provide legal advice and represent clients in cybersecurity related cases because they have a very strong understanding of cybersecurity, but also um, laws and regulations. The analysts. So there are different types of analysts in cybersecurity. But primarily, an analyst would analyze and monitor security traffic or events, and they would be the ones to respond when there's an incident or a breach, um, and also recommend security improvements. Sometimes you might see a job title that says cybersecurity analyst or information security analyst. This can vary from very technical to maybe even GRC analysts. There's also the cybersecurity awareness leader. These people focus on raising awareness, building security culture within organizations. They are the ones that design training programs and campaigns to reduce human-related incidents. Um, Again, if you have experience in teaching, if you have experience in people-focused roles, then this might be a good way to enter into the industry. We also have specialists and generalists. So some roles are very highly specialized, meaning that you might be dealing with one very specific thing. You might be dealing with threat intelligence, or even GRC, or but there are other roles that are more general, where you are doing almost everything, or you're doing having multiple responsibilities. And both of these are very valid and essential. I would say as you're starting out, you might not get a very highly specialized role, um, but there's always a possibility that that specialized role is very relevant to your previous experience. So it all depends on what skills you have, what experience you have, and what is the best way for you to enter the industry. We also have security contractors. These people work on a contract basis and help organizations address specific challenges. But of course, there are always alternative pathways. There are more ways you can get involved in cybersecurity because we welcome lots of backgrounds and skills. And, you know, sometimes if you have enough skills and knowledge, you might even want to start your own venture, pending when you get a job. Or some people will just decide to, um, because that's the best way for them to enter a role. You might have like an entrepreneurial mindset, and yeah, if you find good business, then do it. Just to conclude, cybersecurity offers diverse and exciting career opportunities, and regardless of what your interests and skills are, there's definitely a role for you. Um, it just depends on how you can build on these skills and market your skills to organizations. So I would say you should continue learning, continue growing, continue practicing. You need to stay consistent. You can't allow your momentum to die down. Yeah, sometimes you might need to rest, you might need to like take a breath, but always try to maintain that momentum because you need to stay up to date, and you need to keep your skills fresh. You need to keep improving your skills. Congratulations for completing this course. Try to do all the practical tasks and the final quiz so that you can get your certificate. But yeah, this is just the beginning of your journey with Psychia. We are always going to come up with more materials and courses and practical experiences for cybersecurity. So stay in touch, stay following our social media accounts, and there's lots of information that we'll be pushing out. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It's just the beginning, and we'll meet in the next course.